Welcome, welcome, beloved ones. I am Sonia, the founder of Empowered Sovereign, and I welcome you to our Divine Masculine and our Divine Feminine essence. Dear ones, as you can see this sun shining on the screen, I am here to share with you that this is our divine masculine in all its glory. It is the sun essence that gives us life, that gives us vitality. It wakes us up. It helps our plant life to thrive. Look, let's just back it up. Let's back it up. It helps with all life. Now, I'm being told to, of course, share all of this because we, as human beings, we tend to forget the elements. We tend to forget that beautiful sun that rises every morning to give us life. Yeah, we do. We take it for granted, not personally, because we're trying to figure out which way do we go. We're trying to figure out this life, this journey, this I like to call adventure. Yeah. This is what is happening. We are all, every single one of us, attempting to remember. We are attempting to learn. We are attempting to grow. This is what every one of us are doing. Every time we awake, yes, every day we get a chance to start new and fresh because of that beautiful sun. So just remember what I'm saying, dear ones, because this sun is a part of you. Okay? Now, let's go to the moon. Our moon aspect. This is our divine feminine. Yes. It is the part of us that most are confused about. It is the part of us that most of us do not know about. And we are afraid of this part of ourselves. Yes. Yeah, I can share some moments. When I was younger, I was afraid of my divine feminine power. Yeah, I was. So I'm just here to share with you, like always, that these aspects are us. We are learning in this year of the leader how to navigate, how to comprehend, how to understand all of ourselves, every part of it. So if you are unfamiliar, uncomfortable, unknowing, it's okay. It really is, dear ones. It is okay. Why am I that color? Let me see what is happening. Yeah, let me just see what's going on with the color on my screen. That has never happened before. This is a part of this year that we have to be patient as well, as we are always learning about this technical stuff. Yes, I'm learning. I just have to figure out, why do I look that way? All right, let me remove myself. I don't know why I'm that color. Why am I that color? The screen is not. Look at that. Huh. I really don't know. I really do not know. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to refresh it. I might lose you guys and have to come back. There we go. That's better. I had to actually leave to get this screen back. But I'm back now, so let me just pull up back these images. As I said, we are in the year of the leader. We are all leaders. Yes, we are. And during this year, we are learning. We are remembering. We are rediscovering. There are so many things taking place for all of us. Yeah, it is. And I just think it's a great time for every one of us to elevate, to be aware. All right, let me just put this back up. I put it back up. Let's put it this way. So, okay, so that sun is our divine masculine. As we wake up every morning, as I said, as human beings, we take for granted. Yes, we do. We take for granted that beautiful sun. Yes, we do. We do not realize that that sun gives us life, as I said. It gives us more than life. It helps us to be balanced. Now, we're on the moon. Our moon, as I was saying before, all of the technical difficulties I was having with my screen, but I fixed it. Our divine feminine is that moon energy. It is the part of us that humanity is afraid of. It's pretty laughable, huh? So humanity is afraid of itself. Mhm. Now, as I said, I can recall moments where I was afraid of myself. Yeah, I do. I recall that. And when I was afraid, I would question, why am I afraid? Seriously. And I also remember me shrinking. Yeah, I would shrink. I would try not to be seen or known. Yeah, this is a collective condition that all of us, we all do it. Yeah, we all do it. So during this new year of the leader, we are recognizing these conditions that are imprinted within us. Yes, it is imprinted within our psyche, within our essence. It has been a way of being for our entire lives. But I am being told to tell you this is a part of the divine plan. If you like it or not, it's a part of the divine plan. So while you were, and myself and many others, while we were shrinking, while we were trying to not be seen, right? We were trying to do all of that stuff because we did not know who we were completely. Yeah. We didn't know that moon part of ourselves. We didn't know that sun part of ourselves. No, we did not know that. And guess what? A lot of us to this day still does not know. So in this video, you will be remembering these parts of you because it is you. And you need to know that it is you. Because when you, me, and everyone else can come to this understanding of ourselves, you know what we're doing? We are actually raising the consciousness. When you raise the consciousness, all things happen. We're talking miracles. We're talking magic. We're talking healing. We're talking solutions. We're talking the things that need to be talked about. No more hiding. No more shrinking. No more making excuses. No more running. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, and I have myself been a part of all of what I just said. And all of us have in some shape or form. So just, I would take notes. Now, I know humanity knows some of this. And what I am picking up right now from humanity, there's a portion of humanity that knows some of this and does not think that it's important. That's pretty funny. That's pretty interesting. That's a better word. It's not, what's the word? You're not interested in that. So, what does that mean? You're not interested about you. You see what I'm saying? Humanity, as I said, we are in a new beginning. In this beginning, when you are open, learning about your sun essence, that is the divine masculine, your moon essence, that is the divine feminine. If we don't learn about these aspects, then I'm here to tell you, you are going to have a difficult time. Some way you're going to have to open to these aspects because it's you. You can't run from it. As a matter of fact, our sun rises every 24 hours. So we have day cycles of our sun. And what happens? When the sun rises, what happens for you? Are you aware, or are you so consumed with many other things, not knowing that if that sun didn't rise, we would not have life? Yeah, a lot of us aren't aware of that. We would not have life. Yeah, we would not have our crops. Okay, we would not have organic food. And I'm speaking real food, not the fake food, the trash that most of us consume. And I can say it because I used to consume that trash as well. And I used to have all kind of issues, headaches, confusion, sluggishness, because I'm eating, I'm consuming, I'm putting in my body, my vessel, this temple. Yeah. You need to hear this. Because humanity, and I'm a part of humanity, we like to complain. Yeah, we do. We like to judge, we like to point the finger, we like to criticize. And then when something happens to us, okay, because what? We were not aware of that beautiful sun that I am speaking of. We're not aware of real food. And this is parts of ourselves that most are unaware of. But this is the thing. A lot of us do not give precedence to these things that I'm saying because of the conditions. Yeah. It's because of the conditions that we have grown accustomed to our entire lives, that we continue to live our lives by that direction of those conditions. Yeah. And we wonder why we're confused. We wonder why we have certain issues with our health. We wonder why we can't have good relationships, and so on and so forth. We wonder why all these things, but we wonder these things in the back of our mind. They're not in the forefront of our mind. They're not in the forefront of our mind. because the conditions are leading you. Yeah, the conditions are leading you. So write that word down, beautiful ones. Conditions, imprints. Because I'm here to tell you from the very beginning of this video, you are the sun essence. You are the moon essence. These are magnetic and energetic parts of us that we have to bring into balance to live life in harmony. Yeah, harmony, dear ones. What is harmony? Are you aware of what is harmony? Well, I'm here to tell you harmony is our natural way. Yet, if we continue to live under and over these conditions, what happens? What happens? Well, you continue to live that way. Yeah. You continue to live under those conditions that do not know itself. Yeah, that is what happens. So in this video, dear ones, we are acknowledging our divine masculine and divine feminine. And as we are acknowledging these aspects, hopefully you will begin to remember. All right, I'm going to put up another image. I'm going to put it bigger. Here we go. So this image, dear ones, we have our divine masculine, which is our logical thought. It is our mind. It is decisions, action, risk-taking, controlling, competitive, intellectual, giving. And our divine masculine has a awareness and has the presence. It is a deep grounding ability to be present in the moment and to be aware of our emotions. Yeah. I speak all the time about us being present because it is our presence that is our power. So how do we become present? Well, we first have to quiet our mind and not allow for all of the distractions and the background noise that we have within our mind to continuously play over and over. Because when you pay attention to that background noise and those other distractions, you are not present. So our divine masculine is telling us to be present, to be focused. Focus on what really matters in your life. Yeah. We are being asked to be focused. Cultivate the energy of being focused. Now, when we can be focused, you will be present. You will be able to navigate your emotions because you are present. Now, when we are not present, it is hard to navigate our emotions because we haven't cultivated presence. Yeah, something simple, but it's not simple for humanity. No, it is not simple for humanity to be present because of all the distractions and the background noise playing all day and all night. So, this is where our divine feminine comes in. She is collaborative, she is nurturing, she is expressive, she is intuitive, she is creative. So, when we can allow for our divine feminine to allow us to receive the nourishment, the creativity, being able to receive, is surrendering. Yeah. So this is what's happening, dear ones. I had a live stream yesterday about learning how to synchronize the dance of life because it is these two aspects that we have to know about. We have to understand our divine feminine. We have to understand our divine masculine. And when we can understand these two aspects, this is when you will have harmony in your life. It's just as simple as that. Yet, a lot of humanity does not think it's important. So that circles back to you again. That means you don't think you're important. If you don't think those aspects are important, that means you don't think you're important. That means you don't think much of yourself. Yeah, I know about that. Because when I didn't think much of myself, okay, I allowed many things to happen in my life, which caused me pain, which caused me more confusion, which caused me more sadness. Yeah, which caused me all of those things because I too, at a point in my life, did not think that these qualities were important. It was because I was not conscious enough. I was not aware. I was not awake to know that my divine feminine is the intuitive, receiving, nurturing part of myself that is helping me to grow, to learn, to expand, while my divine masculine is the part of me that has the courage, that is goal oriented, that takes action, that has logical and rational thoughts. Yeah, I was not aware of those qualities and did not think that they were relevant, important. Yeah. But as time goes by, we begin to become more conscious. We begin to learn and grow and to develop into these aspects that I am speaking of because they are us. Just as simple as that. We cannot hide from these aspects. We cannot shrink. Now, as I say that, we can, but when we do that, what happens? Well, I'm going to tell you what happens. You continue to stay in a cycle of unawareness. You continue to stay in a cycle that does not know itself. You continue to stay in a cycle where, guess what? Your body, because it holds memory, it begins to break down. And the reason why it breaks down is because you are not acknowledging you. We have to acknowledge ourselves in some point in time. The whole life journey is not meant for us to not acknowledge, not see, not feel. So when we are unaware and unconscious, at times, yes, you may have fun, but it will always circle back to you to open up a new path of remembering. Yeah, it circles back to you. It always circles back to you. Always. So our divine masculine is our protector. It is our warrior. And it represents a spiritual warrior who protects and holds boundaries. Yeah, we have to have boundaries. We have to have courage to move in life, to take action in life. So these are a part of our divine masculine that we are remembering right now. We are being reacquainted with because these are the parts of ourselves that most of us are unaware of. Yeah. So our divine masculine as well has a purpose, has direction. And our divine masculine helps us to be structured, to be goal oriented, to be focused. and to develop our relationships that are meaningful because we have structure, we have focus. These are the qualities of our divine masculine that helps us on the journey. So you will not be confused. So you will not be angered every time because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on. So our divine masculine as well is in essence that is healing and has integrity. Our divine masculine lives for alignment, refuses toxicity, and lives for truth and love and honor. Yeah. And is our protector. Yeah. So remember that and take notes on these things. Because as I look out in the world, I see a lot of humanity still confused, still trying to figure out what's happening, not showing love for oneself, doing things that will cause dis-ease within the body because you have forgotten your essence, your presence, your power. And our divine masculine has unshakable confidence. It is secure within the knowing of its essence. It is not aggressive. It is not domineering. It is assertive. Yeah. So if you find yourself to be aggressive, that means that you are out of alignment. And if you are aggressive, that means there's something within you that needs to come into alignment. That's why you are aggressive. Yeah, this is why you can be aggressive. So write that down. Because what did I say earlier? Our natural essence is harmony. Yeah, we will always come back to a peaceful, harmonic state because that is our essence. And as I say that, I'm picking up that most of humanity on a human level does not know that. No, does not know that. That's one of the main things that we need to know is that our essence is harmony. It is because of you not knowing who you are is what brings the aggression, is what brings the sadness, is what brings all of those expressions that are heavy, that are dense. They keep you second guessing because you're unaware. But in this video, if you are taking notes and you are learning that if you are aggressive, if you are loud and screaming, that is your indicator that something or some things within you is out of alignment. Yeah, that's why it's happening. Because if you were in alignment, you wouldn't be shouting. You wouldn't be so aggressive. Now, some people may say, well, it just depends on the circumstance. It depends. Yeah, it depends. But I'm here to tell you, when you know who you are, when you focus on the things that really matter to you, you do not allow another person to make you scream, to make you holler, to make you be aggressive. You are always in control of yourself. So if you find yourself screaming, being aggressive, then you know you are out of alignment. And you have just allowed that person or those people to have power over you because you have changed your expression. Yeah, that's what happens. It happens all day long for people. And most are unaware that that is happening. Most are unaware that that is being not in alignment. Remember that word, alignment. This is what all of us, we are seeking alignment. And how do we have alignment or get alignment? Well, we have to keep our hearts open. We have to have clear minds. We have to allow for our divine feminine and divine masculine to guide us every day by being in harmony. Now, you may not always be in harmony, but at least in this video, you will be aware of some things because most of us are not aware. This is the main point is that humanity is not aware. Humanity does not think that our sun is important, our moon is important, because they don't know that it's them. Those two powerful aspects are you. So we are going to talk right now how to cultivate your divine masculine. So if you want to continue taking notes, write this down because this will be necessary. This will be beneficial for anybody that is seeking, that wants harmony. Okay, so our divine masculine cultivates expressions of discipline and focus. So remember that. So our divine masculine is disciplined. Our divine masculine is focused. Our divine masculine is structured. Okay, so write that down. Another one is our divine masculine sets healthy boundaries. our divine masculine doesn't overextend itself to the point that it's exhausted, to the point that it cannot do for others because it's not doing for itself. You see what I'm saying? We cannot extend and help other people if we don't help ourselves first. What good are you going to be to anybody if you don't take care of yourself first? So this circles back to self-love, self-care. Yeah, this for sure was not taught in many households, self-love and self-care. So the divine masculine sets healthy boundaries. Okay, so the next one is our divine masculine takes responsibility for its actions, for its emotions. Yeah. When you take responsibility for your actions and your emotions, you learn, you grow. But when you do not take responsibility, that's when you judge, that's when you point the finger, that's when you criticize, that's when you do all those things such as make excuses because you do not take accountability for your own actions. Yeah. So write that down. And these are important qualities in our divine masculine, because when you see these things happening in your life, you can change it. This is the whole purpose, because we are all about change. We are all about learning and growing. So when you develop discipline and focus and healthy boundaries and taking responsibility, yeah, these things sound simple, but you will be surprised. It is not simple for a lot of people. It really isn't. But we are learning today in this video how to cultivate these expressions so you can live a more harmonic life. So you will be in peace. So you will be able to improve your health, your well-being, because you are now learning, you are seeing, you are feeling. And when that happens, you begin to grow. You begin to change, because this is the life journey. It is all about change. We cannot stay the same. If you stay the same, try it out and see what happens. I'm letting you know, it's not going to work out good for you. It may work out for a little bit, but our whole nature is about change. It's about elevating. It's about growing and learning. It's about remembering. Yeah, write that word too. Remember. We are remembering ourselves in this live stream. Because if we don't remember ourselves, no one else is going to remember you. So you have to remember you. Yeah, just as simple as that. So now let's move over and talk about our divine feminine. This is our non-physical expression that cannot be seen. And a lot of people get tripped up on our divine feminine that is in every man, woman, and child. This is the nurturing part, the compassionate part, the receiving part, the intuitive part. It's all about being one. It's all about collaborating. Yes. And our divine feminine is connected to our mystical and higher power that resides within all of us. It is connected to the universe because we are the universe. So our divine feminine, as I said, is in every man, woman, and child, helping us to grow, helping us to receive, helping us just to be nurtured, because this life journey can be difficult. Yeah, this life journey can be difficult for a lot of people. And this is why at times you will see, this is why at times you will see people trying to cope. Yeah, you will see people trying to cope with their life journey. Yeah, we're not supposed to be coping with our life journey, but I'm here to tell you because I have experienced this, so I can say it, that a huge portion of humanity is living their life by coping, is coping mechanisms that are the imprints of conditioning. Okay, so I'm here to tell you right now, you can change all of that. That's if you want to change. If you want to change your eating habits, if you want to change the things that you do every day, if you want to change anything in your life, you are able to do these things because your natural essence is harmony, is peace, is creative, is a master. Yeah, did you know that? You didn't think that was coming out my mouth, huh? Yeah, you are a master. But if you are unaware of your divine feminine and your divine masculine, and you think that it's not important, then you need to check yourself. You need to make the space for yourself so you can learn about yourself. You need to learn about your nature self. That is always communicating with you through your divine feminine. Yeah, it is the intuition. It is the intuitive whispers that you get when you're out and about doing things. And you may get a thought, you may hear a voice, and it's gentle, it's not screaming. I'm letting you know that. If you're hearing something scream, no, that's not your divine feminine, because our divine feminine does not operate that way. No, no. That's more like your ego. Yeah, your ego that's thinking that it's trying to protect you from things. Yeah. But nevertheless, dear ones, we need to learn about the ego. We need to learn about all parts. And this is why this live stream is streaming. Because humanity At least your soul, you manifested this video. Your soul wants to know this. The human part of you probably could care less, but your soul wants you to know. Because your soul is the reason why you're here. Yeah. And a lot of humanity does not know that. But in this video, you are learning about your divine feminine that is nurturing, that is the moon essence, that is magnetic, that is the cold, the coolness, the night, the darkness, the creational waters where you were born, where all life was born, in the creative waters of darkness. Yeah. Every one of us. But when you start speaking like this, most of humanity, what happens? They get afraid. They get afraid about themselves because they don't know themselves. Okay? So this is why this live stream is streaming. So you will know. And when you're done watching it, you can start investigating more of you. Because this is what the life journey is about, beautiful ones, is us remembering our magnificence, is remembering that you are a shining star on earth, learning, growing, evolving, creating. Yeah, all of that. We are learning all of these things about ourselves. We are learning how to navigate. When you see a lot of activity in the world, you see a lot of violence in the world, what do you think is happening? Seriously, what do you think is happening when you see all this violence? Where do you think it's coming from? Seriously, jot that down. Ask yourself the question. Now, when I say that, I'm picking up on a lot of people, they don't want to know the answer. They'd rather stay in the same life, the lifestyle that they've been living, because for them, it's okay. It's okay to not know. And guess what? It is okay for those who want to stay not knowing. Yeah, it's okay. But for those who ever clicked on this video, this video is for those who want to know. Because when you go to sleep at night, your soul is nudging you to remember your divine feminine and your divine masculine. That right now is working in unison, elevating you, helping you to see the bigger picture in life, helping you to not shrink anymore. Who wants to shrink? As a matter of fact, I don't know how we try to shrink when you are the universe. Yeah. You are a fractal of source. And what is source? Source is the energy that flows to you and through you, gives you life, helps you to navigate every single day, helps you to go to work if you work, helps you to eat food, helps you to do every single thing that you do. Yeah. But a huge percentage of humanity does not care. Wow. does not care about that. Wow, that's something. But I'm here to tell you that's because that's the consciousness of that part of humanity. Remember, everything is consciousness, everything is awareness. So that portion is not aware. That portion is still operating under the imprints of conditioning that said, stay the same, shrink, don't explore, don't change, stay the same, it's safe. Yeah, that's the conditioning. So when you stay the same, what do you think is happening for most people? Well, I can share one major thing that I see every day, and it is so disturbing. I see a lot of people with illnesses that can be prevented, that can be healed by opening up, acknowledging who you are, changing some things about your lifestyle. Okay? Because the power resides in you. The power has always resided in you. But if you do not open your heart, you do not allow for the source, for the creator, for God, whatever label you feel comfortable with, if you do not allow for that to come into you, because you are an energetic force that can do anything. Yeah, anything. But if you don't believe that you can do anything, that's where it stops. And this is why this live stream is streaming, because it is time for all of humanity to elevate. Okay? To not allow those imprints to continue guiding you to nowhere. Now, if you want to continue living a life, if you are sick, if you have an illness, okay? If you have some illnesses and you think, oh, that's it for me, I can't change, I can't, overcome this, I can't heal it, that's the conditioning. I'm letting you know that if you're saying that, that's the conditioning. Because you've been conditioned to believe that this is it, and it is not it. What did I just say? You can do anything. And it starts with you changing your beliefs, your thoughts. What are you thinking every day? Are you thinking that you can't change anything? Are you? That's the conditioning. Okay? That's the conditioning. The conditioning is so subtle that most of humanity is operating under the conditioning and don't know it. And I'm here to tell you, dear ones, the conditioning is fear. Okay? Being fearful to change, staying in the same mundane, everyday 9 to 5 that you think is boring. Yeah, if you think your job or whatever you do is boring, that's an indicator from your soul that you need to make a change. And if you don't make a change, guess what? You're going to stay in that boring environment. Because guess what, dear ones? Life is not supposed to be boring. But when it becomes boring, that is when you have the opportunity to make a change. What did I say? We are all about change. Our essence is about change. Our essence is about elevating. Okay? Always elevating. Our essence is about being awake, having the courage. There go that divine masculine. Do you have the courage? If you don't have the courage, that means you're not exercising your divine masculine. Yeah, you have to have the courage because it's for you. You matter. You're important. Do not continue to believe the conditioning of your mind that says you're nothing, you're insignificant. Yeah. If you believe that, I'm letting you know right now, you're operating under those conditions. And what did I say? It is subtle. You think that, oh, I can't do nothing because I've been doing it for all my life. Yeah. But what did I say too? Your essence is harmony. Your essence is about elevating. Your essence is about change. This is those divine masculine and feminine aspects that is trying its best to balance you. There you go. To balance so you can live a more productive, fruitful, abundant life. Yeah, it is possible. I already told you all things are possible. So we are in the year of the leader. That means you have to see yourself, you have to feel yourself, you have to know yourself, you have to know these things. You have to start digging deep within and stop digging deep outside of yourself, reaching outside. Yeah, we have been doing that far too long. Yeah, we have. So when you develop, cultivate the courage of your divine masculine to make a change for you, then you will begin to start seeing your magnificence, your extraordinary self. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, you are. But again, when you don't see yourself and you've been operating under these conditions, and we all have been, oh yeah, but this is a part of the divine plan so you can elevate out of that. Yeah, not stay. When you stay, it's like you have given up on life and you are life. Yeah, you are life. You woke up this morning, right? If you woke up this morning and you're watching this video, I'm here to tell you, you definitely have connected with your soul because this is all that I do. I do the soul work to help you remember. Now, if you're so entrenched in the conditioning, which most people are, because it's a vibration, eventually you are going to elevate. Yeah, you are. Because I know I did, and I know many others have. Because we are not meant, dear ones, to be living mediocre lives. No. No, 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 no. We are not meant to be living with dis-ease in our bodies, in our minds, in our emotions. No, no. We are not meant to be living lives like that. Now, when I say that, I mean your entire life. Now, you may go through certain things, right? But we are always supposed to elevate. Yeah, we are supposed to elevate ourselves out of those conditions because those conditions do not lead us anywhere. It keeps you in that loop of second guessing yourself, okay? Feeling sorry for yourself, feeling depressed, having these dense energies that doesn't lead you anywhere. Oh my God. Yeah, I know because I have experienced all of it. And when I was in those dense energies of depression, of sadness, of hopelessness, thinking that you had no way out. Yeah, this is this is the main condition. Humanity thinks that it doesn't have a choice. It doesn't have the choice to change its own situation. But I'm here to tell you, we always have the choice. Okay? We always have the choice. This is why our divine feminine and our divine masculine, they have come through in this video to wake you up so you can understand that you do have the courage, that you can understand that your divine feminine is right now nurturing you. Yeah, nurturing your essence so you can feel safe, so you can feel secure in the knowing of you. That's why you woke up. You didn't wake up to complain. You didn't wake up to make excuses. You didn't wake up to point the finger. No, you didn't wake up to do any of that stuff. No, nobody did. We all woke up because when it's a new day, we have the opportunity to change it. You have the opportunity to change the narrative of your life right now. And let me tell you, I could care less what anybody else told you, especially if they told you you cannot change something in your life. Yeah. If they told you you had some kind of illness and you could not heal that. Now, I'm my own doctor. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be your doctor, but I'm trying to get you to understand that when you do go to your doctor or wherever you go, that all of us, we are meant to do more. We are meant to do the things that's going to bring harmony in your life. And one thing I do share with people, and people may just look at me like, what is she talking about? You know, like I tell people to take a walk. Yeah, some people may laugh at that, but taking a walk is one of the greatest things anybody can do. You know why? Because it brings you back in harmony. You don't got to do nothing but walk. You don't got to take a drug. You don't got to drink a drink. It's pretty funny. I'm thinking of something that our world has. What did they do? They made it legal now, so people. I can't believe people are just like they fell for that. It's medicinal marijuana. Humanity fell for that. I mean, think about it, humanity. If our system has made it accessible for you to take something that really is natural, but you're getting it from the system, what do you think the system's doing to it? Huh? Huh? Seriously. How could you trust a system that is telling you to take something that's supposed to help you and you don't even know what the system is putting in it? Hmm? I cannot believe humanity fell for that. When things are accessible and too easy, you need to question. Yeah, you need to question that. Yeah, you really do. When it's too easy, you need to question. You don't need to fall into that trap because I'm here to tell you whatever illness, whatever disease, dis-ease you have within you, when you change your thoughts, your mind, your beliefs, when you begin to start changing that, and then you implement your actions with the new thoughts and beliefs, that's when you are making a radical change in your life because you are making that change because you have the courage. You have the courage. Now, a lot of people don't have the courage because I like to say a lot of people are under a spell. Yeah, we have all been under the spell of conditioning. So when you wake up from that spell, you will go take a walk because you know when you walk, the universe is naturally bringing you back into harmony. Yes, harmony, dear ones. What did I say in the beginning? In the beginning, I said we are harmony. Okay? We are harmony. But if you continue to believe in systems that tell you to take this, to tell you to take that, to take this, take all these things and you're going to be better. Why you got to take anything? I'm here to tell you, and I'm receiving information from the source. So, what is the source? The source is why you exist. I receive information from that higher power that makes you exist, that makes me exist. And that higher power is telling you right now that you are the medicine. Okay? You are. You don't have to take anything to alleviate anything from you. Your body naturally attunes itself when you change your thoughts and your beliefs. That's how it starts. So if you continuously believe that you got to rely on systems so your back doesn't hurt, so you can relieve insomnia. And I'm going to tell you what insomnia is all about. Insomnia, dear ones, is because this whole world that we live in has so many distractions and so much hyperactivity. And what else? That it makes your mind, it's the background noise. that's just playing over and over and over. So when you hear this background noise, you witness 24 hours a day distractions. Okay. So what's going on? That's a lot of talking. It's a lot of noise. Yeah, that's the word I want to use. Noise. There's so much noise going on that you can't take it in your mind. And you know why you can't take it? I'm gonna let you know. Because you're a sentient being. Did you know that you're a sentient being? That means naturally, okay, from the source, from God, the creator of all life. You probably didn't even know you were a sentient being. Yeah, you're a sentient being. And you're picking up all this noise 24 hours a day. This is why you are relying. When I say you, I mean the collective of all humanity. You're relying on the systems to say, oh, take this, take the medicinal marijuana so you can sleep at night, so you won't have insomnia. And the insomnia is what I just said. It's because we have all of this distraction going on. Okay? We have all this background noise going on. We have so much stuff. It's the noise. It's the noise. This is why meditation, okay, is one of the keys because you quiet that noise. You quiet that noise, right? When you quiet that noise, guess what happens? Your mind becomes clear and you say, ah, why am I taking this? Why am I doing this? It's because of all of the distractions and all of the background noise taking place 24 hours a day. A sentient being cannot take that. Do you hear what I'm saying? A sentient being cannot take that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No. You need a break. This is what meditation is. You quiet, you shut down, you shut that noise down so you can connect with your divine feminine that is trying to tell you to not take that stuff, to not take those chemicals, because guess what? It's clouding your mind. Oh my goodness. I know so many people that are intelligent, but they don't know what to do because the noise is so loud in their mind. Like I said, they have insomnia. They can't sleep because the noise is so loud. So when they hear that noise, what do you think people do? They listen to the systems. They go to the what? The liquor store, they drink, they take medicinal marijuana and other substances. They take all kind of chemicals trying to relieve themselves from what? The noise. The noise, dear ones. That is what's happening. All of humanity is trying to relieve itself. It's in coping mechanisms that causes addiction, all kinds of condition. It causes us to have bipolar disorders. This is why some people, they have the high and then the low, the high and the low, because of the noise that is happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then this noise for most is even in the household. It's in the home. You got screaming, you got hollering, you got people, just more noise. A sentient being cannot take that. Because a sentient being by birth, okay, this is all natural stuff I'm talking about. I'm not talking about taking any drugs. When you are a sentient being, you naturally feel things because that is one of your gifts that the Creator has given you. Okay? It's a natural gift to feel. But when we feel like that, it's like you don't want to feel. You think it's a curse. Yeah, I hear that all the time. No, it's not a curse. You just have to now learn how to navigate. Because guess what, dear ones? We created all of this stuff. Yeah, because there's a scale. And on the scale, we have people that are extreme to the left, extreme to the right. And because of that, a lot of things happen in our world that makes us numb, that makes us cold. You don't want to live anymore. You're just giving up hope because the noise is so loud. How can I achieve happiness when I hear the noise every day? Well, I just share meditation is one way. It's a great way. It's a magnificent way because you're going to be connecting with you. You're going to be quieting that mind. You're going to be connecting with your divine feminine that is telling you to sit a little longer, to breathe a little longer, so we can oxygenate all of your cells with love, with joy, with stillness. Yeah, that's what's happening. And on top of us being sentient beings, we're empathic. That means you pick up even more energy. If you live in a household where people holler and screaming, you're going to pick that up. That's going to be in your energetic field. We have to clear the field. Yeah. So your mind can be clear. So your heart can stay open. A lot of humanity's hearts are closed because of the noise, the fear, all of that stuff. It's sad. It is so sad to see these things. Yeah, it really is. So humanity is coping. Humanity is reaching outside of itself, relying on systems that are not really helping you. What really helps you is you tuning in to you, believing in you, knowing that you are the power. Yeah, you are the power. You can quiet that mind right now. You can start right now. You can be chemical free right now. You don't have to rely on a system. But I'm here to tell you, if you have been relying on a system for all your life, it's going to be difficult. But I'm here to tell you it's not impossible. No, it's not. Remember what I said, all things are possible. But it starts here. Yeah. This is where it starts. It's your thoughts, it's your beliefs. So when you change your beliefs and your thoughts, you're on your way. But if you don't change those beliefs and thoughts, and you're still in those spells of conditioning, you're going to stay. You're always going to stay. And I'm here to tell you, when you decide to make a change to help yourself, those conditionings will just push even stronger to make you stay and not change. Yeah, that's what the conditionings they do. It's a spell. It is literally a spell. Everything is a spell. Watching TV is a spell. Yeah, it is. Because you catch yourself watching it and watching it and watching it, right? You just keep watching, watching, watching. And what happens? Your energy is there in that show. That's where your energy is not present. Okay? So I teach you to be present. I teach you to be natural. I teach you to keep your heart open, your mind clear, so you can be chemical free, drug free, alcohol free. Humanity just doesn't know. Now, I shake my head and I laugh a little because guess what, dear ones? I used to be one of those people too. Yeah. All of that I just said to you, I used to be in all of that. So that's why I'm letting you know that if you think, oh, I've been doing it my entire life, I can't possibly change. Oh, yes, you can. What did Obama say? Oh, yes, you can. Well, guess what? I'm saying it now. Oh, yes, you can. I changed my life so you can change your life. I'm an advocate for the sanctity of all life. That means the sanctity of health and well being, drug free, sugar free. No sugar. Now, I mean, I do eat some sugar, but I don't eat what I used to eat. Like I can manage it now. Before I was out of control. So I had to connect with my divine feminine and my divine masculine. Learn how to navigate and balance those aspects of us so you can be the authority of your life, so you can be diseased free. But yeah, you continue going to your doctor. But I will always suggest, and I always tell people to add natural practices to your life. Go take a walk in a beautiful park with a lot of trees. Do that. Don't knock it unless you try it. Yes, don't knock it unless you try it. Yeah. So we are connecting because our divine feminine and divine masculine has spoken. Bring harmony in your life today. It is possible. All things are possible. But you have to believe in you. As I said, you woke up this morning, right? If you woke up, you did not wake up to complain. You woke up to make a change in your life. Yeah, to make a change. Because look, I made a change in my life. And I don't entertain none of that stuff anymore. Okay? So I have sessions. I have a community. If anybody has the courage, you want to exercise your divine masculine by having the courage to make some changes in your life for the better so you can be healthy in your mind, so your heart can be open. But if you're entrenched into the conditioning, I'm just letting you know it's going to be difficult because you're still in that spell. If you want to break the spell, you know what to do. Contact me because I'm all about wellness. I'm all about being natural. I'm all about helping to educate you about your masculine and feminine self. And when you know about those parts of yourself, you will see a change. You will start making changes. And you take it from there. But it starts first with the beliefs and the thoughts. Yeah, that's where it starts. You have to change that. And what did I say? Our essence is all about change. Our essence is all about evolving. So, as I said, if you're here, you're in the right place, beautiful ones. All right. So, I am going to end this live stream, but I want you to know that your divine feminine and your divine masculine has made itself known to you today. So you can make a change. You don't have to be a statistic. You don't have to complain and make excuses. You can be about solutions. You can be about wellness. Okay? Because this is why you woke up this morning. You woke up to make a change. All of us did. But we have forgotten. That's the thing. We have forgotten. But I'm here to help you remember. Okay? I'm helping you to remember that you are powerful beyond measure. Yes, you are. And you can change anything when you focus. Okay? When you're disciplined, what did I say? These are divine masculine traits. Okay? So when you start exercising your divine masculine and feminine, game over. All right? Game over. Nobody has power over you. We are not giving our power away to the systems anymore. Unless you still want to give your power away to the systems, then you go right ahead. But I know I'm not, because I already done that. We're in a new cycle, a fresh new beginning to be a leader in your own life. And don't depend on broken systems that does not have your best interests at heart. Okay? No, doesn't have your best interests at heart. All right? So I see you. I feel you. I even know you. Because once upon a time, I used to be you. Yes. So just remember your power. Remember that you woke up for a purpose. And that purpose was to evolve and change the narrative of your story today, not tomorrow, right now, today. All right, beautiful ones, I am Sonia, a cosmic divine mother essence, a high priestess, and I have spoken, bringing you the wisdom of our divine masculine and divine feminine aspects. Live in harmony today. It is possible. All things are possible. All right. Take care. Let me just put this other image up. Take care.